I found this YouTube video from Huffington Post, 48 things women hear that men don't. Okay, so let's get into it.
Don't be so bossy.
If you're going to be a leader, you're going to have to get used to opposition. Whether you're a little girl or a grown woman or a little boy or a grown man, if you think that leadership or being bossy doesn't come with opposition or a fight in any way, then I don't know if you're cut out to be a leader. Because leaders don't just say, oh, you can't call me that. Oh, don't say that. No, they're just strong and they rise. So that's...
Your dad will have to chase the boys away when you're older.
If you're lucky. If you're lucky, 34 to 75% of children are raised by their mothers. And that statistic is that fluctuating because it depends on what color you are. So if you are lucky enough to have a man in your life that is going to look out for you, who gives a shit about you, I don't know if that's something to bitch about.
You look so pretty.
Thanks. You look very handsome.
He picks on you because he likes you.
True. When you're 9.
You need to wax your eyebrows.
Maybe you should. Everybody looks better with groomed eyebrows. Men too.
Don't wear that to school. You're gonna distract the boy.
Women can be distracting. I mean, what are you wearing? Everyone knows what's distracting. Okay, don't act like you don't know.
Oh, you like video games? The boys must love that.
So the stats have changed on this from 2006. 38% of girls and now 45% of girls play video games. And what's the big deal? If it's still a more uncommon thing for women to play video games and more men do play video games, don't you like to meet someone that has a shared interest? I don't see the problem in that one either.
Don't be a slut.
Yeah, don't. And if you're so powerful, like most women claim to be, then why would you be giving that up easily? If you had the Hope Diamond in your possession and someone was like, hey, I'm a pretty good guy and I just cleaned my hands, can I hold the Hope Diamond? I doubt that you would let that happen. So why would you spread your legs to multiple men? Gross. Don't do it. Don't be a slut.
No guy wants to have sex with a virgin.
Depends on the guy, don't you think? And it probably depends on the age. So if you're a 50-year-old virgin, that might be kind of gross. Okay, not gross, but maybe a guy doesn't want to take your virginity when you're 50.
How much did you have to drink that night?
How much did you have to drink? Were you in total control of your decisions, or did the alcohol inhibit you in any way or alter the things that you would normally do?
Well, what were you wearing that night?
Fair question. What were you wearing? A button-up and a cardigan is different than a low-cut dress that's short. Everyone that's hearing this understands the distinction, so I don't understand why it's such an unfair question. If I go to a job interview, someone's going to say, what did you wear? A date, what did you wear? I'm going to meet my boyfriend's parents for the first time. What did you wear? What are you going to wear?
Why are you getting so emotional?
Some people get really emotional, men and women, and they should be called out. Let's practice some stoicism, shall we?
Stop being such an attention whore.
How's your self-esteem? If it's low, then you've probably been called an attention whore.
Don't be so bitchy.
Quit being such a dick. Heard that one before?
Stop being so dramatic.
If there's not a reason, then I'd agree.
It must be that time of the month.
Yeah, it could very well be that time of the month, and that would be a good guess because things get crazy in hormones when you're a woman at that time of the month.
You'd be really pretty if you just made an effort.
Most women want to land the pick of the litter. Power, or somebody who's hilarious or really, really smart or very charming or can command a room or very wealthy. Men like pretty. They like a lot of other things. I'm not discounting that, but men are pretty aesthetically driven. So if someone tells you that you could be prettier if you just tried, that's pretty awesome, because some women can't.
You'd be much prettier if you smiled.
I disagree with this one.
You're so exotic. Where are you from?
When you look different than the norm, and exotic is typically beautiful, and you want to be special anyway, and you're so protective of your heritage that you can't have misappropriations, so then why is it bad if somebody's asking you where you're from? I would think it would be a compliment, but it's not. No, it's never a compliment.
Nice rack.
Thanks, I just got a new bra.
I was just trying to give you a compliment.
Well, I'm a feminist and you can't because everything pisses me off. Everything is oppressive and I can't find any good in anything.
You don't want to go out with me? You're ugly anyway.
Either that guy was a loser or you're ugly anyway.
Is that all you're going to eat?
Well, is it?
You drink whiskey?
I've been in fine dining for 16 years, and newsflash, women typically don't drink whiskey. And newsflash, men typically don't drink whiskey. But the trend is kind of going in that way, so all the cool kids are going to start drinking whiskey. Swipe on Tinder or Bumble, and everyone loves craft beer and whiskey.
You eat a lot for a girl.
I know.
Your drive is kind of intimidating.
Is that your sex drive? I don't get it.
What war on reproductive rights?
Exactly. What war? You can wear what you want, go out with who you want, do what you want in the bedroom. And if you want reproductive rights, then you have a right to use protection. Use it.
Can women have it all?
Money, power, a high status man, a high status career, beautiful children that have values and morals that they don't have to raise, great friends, a fulfilling social life, a fulfilling home life. I don't know if you can have it all. I don't know. I don't know.
Are you like a feminist?
Yeah, are you really? Come on. When is this feminist movement gonna end? Save us, Gen Z!
Your husband cooks dinner? You really have him well trained.
Typically, women like to cook more because they're nurturers, and men like to change the oil in your car.
Isn't that outfit a little young for you?
I think probably what they mean is you don't look good in that outfit.
You like football?
Do you really like football, or is it on in the background while you're cooking food for your boyfriend and all of his friends? Oh.
You'd be so bored at home.
It might be kind of boring at home, unless you're raising kids, and then it wouldn't be boring at all.
Oh, you travel alone? Is that like an eat, pray, love thing?
You should be thrilled that it's in the mind of a man to even ask that question. All hail the woman. Written by a woman, talked about by a woman. And by the way, people did travel because of that book. Yeah, all right.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Always and nevers are never constructive. But statistically, mathematically, it's kind of true. You'll probably be a bride once. And you'll probably be a bridesmaid more than once. So, okay.
You don't want kids? Aren't you worried you won't be fulfilled?
It's just a question. Men are asked it too, weirdos.
Your biological clock is ticking.
The older you get, the less likely it is that you'll conceive a healthy child. And that's biological, and it's on a timeline. So it's kind of a biological clock, and it's ticking.
You're not taking your husband's last name.
Yeah, why not? It's your choice. It's pretty woke of women.
You don't even look like you had a baby.
Thank you.
Are you planning on working after the baby's born?
Well, are you?
You're going to let someone else raise your kids when you go back to work?
It's fascinating to me that people will create a baby, a life, a human, that they love more than anything in the world. And all they want to do is spend time with it, except for the last thing they want to do is spend time with it. And they actually, if given the choice, some people will say, no, I don't want to raise my kid. So I just don't get it.
Does your husband mind that you make more money than him?
There's a lot of data coming in on this. Some women are okay with it. Some men are okay with it. You know, women go to school and they get these great jobs, and then they want a man who's just like a little bit better. Typically. Hey! Typically. So, I mean, if you're going to make $150,000, $300,000 a year, you probably want a guy that's not making 50, and 50 is not bad. But if you're making that kind of money, yeah, there can be complications.
You're dating a younger man? You're such a cougar.
There's a name for everything. I've dated younger men. You know what I've been called? A cougar. Guess who cares? I don't care. Why would you care?
He traded her in for a younger model.
And she traded him in for the pool boy. So they're both bags of shit.
You should feel grateful you were catcalled.
When you look nice and nobody notices, that sucks. And now you're mad when someone's like, hey girl, you look good.
Do you feel fulfilled that you were just a stay-at-home mom?
People are curious, just tell them.
You still wear makeup. How adorable.
Oh, come on. No one says that.
You must have been beautiful when you were younger.
It's called sexual market value, and women's sexual market value goes down the older they get. Why do you think that the beauty and anti-aging industry makes billions of dollars every year? Because women know that if they stay looking younger for longer, it behooves them. So this shouldn't be such a shocker that someone said, you know, like I can see, and also they must look so pretty right then at that age that the person can even imagine how striking they were when they were 25. So I still think that's good. Ladies, you're stronger than this, or someone needs to get you to be stronger than this, because that was all petty, ridiculous bullshit. I understand you want to be special, and I understand you want power. You have it. But complaining about things is not how you get it. That's not the art of power as a woman. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Video 1 for YouTube on my channel is in the books, and you've just listened to it. Jeez Louise, thank you. I would love for you to subscribe. Things are only going to get better unless you have a totally different viewpoint than I do, then things are just going to get worse.